Hey, Dawn, Dave with the Post and Courier from back home. It looked like a very deliberate, patient approach offensively tonight. Get the ball to Aaliyah and let everything flow from there. Were you impressed with how the team managed to stay with that throughout the majority of 40 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, I was impressed with our team. I think our team is growing and they're learning. I mean, it took us probably to lose some basketball games and just our offense stagnant in some games to really understand what we were trying to accomplish. And I take my head off to our players being able to embrace it and not feel like you're taking the ball out of someone's hands and putting somebody else's and taking touches away from everyone. But um, our young players are learning how to play. When they learn how to play, everybody is going to feel like they can get a shot at any time. So super proud of them. 2/3 of the way done. We want to win another SEC tournament championship, and we put ourselves in this position.
Next question is from Keith.
Hey, Coach, congratulations on the win, going for your 6th tournament championship in 7 years. Second game in a row, you got off to the hot start, huge lead at the end of one. Talk about that. And then in the fourth quarter, do you think there was some fatigue playing, a high intensity game back-to-back nights?
I mean, terrific start. I mean, if you wanna, I'll take that start. I'll take the fast start like we have over the past 2 days in any of our games. You can manage it a little bit better throughout the rest of the game, but it was probably a little fatigue, but it was fatigue on both parts. I think both teams just gave it up. When you play in this league, you have to give it your all, or else you'll put yourself in a position where people can go on a 12-0 run and make it a game again. We went through that yesterday. But a great win against a tough Tennessee team who will be NCAA bound, and hopefully we can play as well as we played or play better and put 4 quarters together tomorrow when the SEC tournament championship is on the line.
Next, we will go to Dick.
Hi, Dawn. Dick Cox with Lindy Sports and Cox Sports Broadcasting. Tonight's game was a very physical game, and there's been times this year that we have talked about the team being too nice, but do you feel good about the way your team stood up? And even Zaya got a technical. I know as a coach, that's one of those you probably don't mind, actually standing the ground. Do you think the team grew up a lot by standing the ground tonight?
I like the grit that we played with tonight. Defensively, I thought we were just engaged throughout the entire night. We made it very difficult for them to score. When they got easy opportunities, they bobbled the ball. That was probably just over the course of 40 minutes with them having to play and fight tooth and nails to get a basket. I like what our defense was able to do. I like, some of the things that we're doing offensively, getting off to a fast start. And, I thought we got good looks at the basket. Again, we just didn't finish layups. If we finished layups, I thought we could have, won by a lot more than we did.
Next, we will go to Greg.
Going off of that, maybe you didn't play quite up to the offensive standards you want, but you keep the lead, above 13 for most of the second half. Does that give you more confidence going into the next game, or does it not really matter?
It doesn't matter. You're playing in the SEC where, no lead is safe. I mean, Georgia got out to a big lead today, and Texas A&M came climbing back and took the lead. We got out to a big lead. They got into our lead throughout the game, but I was really happy about our players just hitting big shots. Henny was big, hit crucial threes down the stretch. Zaya was attacking. Aaliyah was just as strong. And then everybody else was just, Lily played great and inspired defensively and offensively. I think she had 4 assists, a couple of baskets. So super proud of everybody just coming together and playing some of our better basketball.
Next question is from Lawson.
Hey, Coach, Lawson Merle here with the Daily Gamecock. Just wanted to ask you about what you thought the impact from the Gamecock fans in the stadium tonight was, and if you thought it gave the team a little extra energy, especially in that first quarter.
I mean, this particular game felt a little bit different than, you know, our normal games. Even at the Colonial Life Arena, they were there. You know, they were spread out, but we heard them. Like, we got a little burst because when Tennessee was coming back, they were cheering us on when we were making our run. They were just as loud when Tennessee had to call a timeout because we went on a run. They exploded. So yes, felt different. Love to hear that. We've been missing that. And I do believe that our players played a little bit more inspired for longer stretches because we had our fans in the stands.
Next question will go to Matt.
Coach, you have so much experience at this point in the tournament. What is the key for the players tonight and tomorrow morning with such a quick turnaround for the championship game?
It's out of my hands at this point. It is our medical staff, and our conditioning coach. They take over from, after the game until, we get ready to, warm up on the floor. So a lot of rest, a lot of cold baths, refueling, got to get back to the hotel and get some dinner in, and we'll probably just get back with our players tomorrow morning to talk about how we want to, the game plan for beating Georgia tomorrow.
We have a follow-up from Keith.
Hey, Coach, last time in Knoxville, Renee Davis really went off in the second half. Ray Burrell is, probably their best player all year. Tonight, you hold Davis to 9 and Burrell to 8. Talk about the defensive focus there. And then I wanted to ask if you saw anything on film when they put the ball out in front of them that they don't take care of it, because it looked like at times, and particularly early in the game, you kind of got some digs in there and stripped the ball out. Was that anything on the scout, or that's just kind of the way it worked out?
Well, we knew going into the game that Davis and Burrell were going to take the majority of their shots. And what we wanted to do is just try to get them to just disrupt them a little bit, not flow shots. Davis went downhill on us in the second half when we played them early in Knoxville. Burrell had her way in the first half. We just wanted to stay in between them and the basket and not allow them to turn a corner and force our bigs to rotate over. And when we got in between them and the basket, luckily for us, we're small, so we could play underneath them. They're big, so once they go into their shooting motions, there's really nothing that we can do besides foul them. But anything underneath, dribbling, putting two hands on the ball, we felt like if we could play underneath them, maybe we can disrupt them. And I thought we did a great job with creating that and just creating layers to our defense. If they got by us, we stun it. We're able to, get a hand in there and disrupt. So I thought we did a really good job with that.
And the last question will be a follow-up from Dick.
On tonight, Cook, Henderson, and Boston took 43 of your 63 shots. Is that something, would you like to see more the players, rest of the team shoot more, or is that a number you feel comfortable with, or is that putting too much of a load on 3 players?
At this point, we got to win basketball games. We don't really care where the points are coming from. As long as we can work inside out, anybody, and we get reversals. At that point, anybody, we will create good shots for anybody on our team. But I like the aggressiveness of the 3 of them, because they were very deliberate in the type of shots that they were taking. They didn't make all of them, and they didn't shoot a great percentage, but they gave us opportunity to rebound. They gave us opportunity it gave us opportunity to get to the free throw line by them fouling us. So, at this point, those are the three that have been putting points on the scoreboard for us. So you want your best players with the ball when the game is on the line, and more than likely it will be one of them that takes a lot of shots.